Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We first have the clerk report House Committee Sub 1.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to Senate Bill 202.
Gentleman from Bourbon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Committee Sub 1, we had to define the volume, so this goes for 5 milligrams per 12-ounce serving. We moved the language. It was malt beverage. We moved that to distilled spirits throughout the bill. We had a big problem with fairs and festivals that have already under planning. Money has been invested, advertising, et cetera, so we've grandfathered them in until January 1st, 2026. We've also made the bill effective. We moved that to June 1st to allow the retail establishments, wholesalers, to rid themselves of the existing product. With that being said, I move for adoption of House Committee Sub 1. Let me walk you through what the entire Senate Bill 202 does and kind of start with the history on this thing. This started off as a moratorium on this product. I want to make that very crystal clear today that this is not a moratorium, this is not a ban. We define what a cannabis-infused beverage is. It's a properly permitted adult use cannabinoid liquid intended for human consumption that has intoxicating properties that changes the function of the nervous system and results in alterations of perceptions, cognition, or behavior that shall not contain more than 5 milligrams per 12 ounce of the intoxicating adult use. There are lots of cannabinoid products that have non-intoxicating properties, and this bill does not touch any of those. This is for the intoxicating beverage products. We moved it to distilled spirits. We are moving to treat these products exactly like distilled spirits under that. CHFS regulations previously promulgated under House Bill 544 are still in place for the manufacturing and testing of the cannabis-infused beverages. This amendment, the Senate added regulation of this product through the three-tier system, putting it under ABC to enforce the distribution of the sale and to actually give teeth to that. Treating it exactly, we're going for parity, and we talked about that a lot in committee this morning. We're going for parity with all intoxicating beverages. We're trying to put some reasonable, common sense, public health guardrails around the proliferation of cannabis-infused beverages and only cannabis-infused beverages. If you've been to a gas station, liquor store, vape shop recently, you may have noticed this new THC-infused beverage product. It's known by some as weed water. These are a result of the loophole in the 2018 federal farm bill that reauthorized the growing of hemp in our country. It didn't take so long for someone to come up quickly figure out you can extract the THC, that's the Delta-9, and put it in a whole host of other products. These beverages have absolutely exploded on the scene, and they have very little regulatory oversight and can be sold almost anywhere. They are not approved by the FDA and not paying anywhere near the taxes of our signature industry, the bourbon industry. This came to our attention last September. We actually had an L&O interim hearing over this. We were shown these products. We were made aware of their existence and also of the lax oversight that's going on with them. We've had a lot of stakeholder follow-up in the meetings, but a consensus was never able to be reached. In the meantime, we've done our homework. We've sent these products off to a lab. And I think it'd be interesting to note we've sent almost 30-something of these products off. Every one of them, the testing came back different than what they were advertised. We found that they can be registered either higher or lower than the milligrams stated on that label. Frankly, that's a consumer protection issue and a public health problem. So they can self-distribute and ship directly to consumer, just like distilled spirits. Back to the lady's question, that's where we're going with that, trying to treat the same. We also laid out how they can obtain the retail package stores, how they can retain that license that's laid out in sections 8 and 9. We've called for the University of Kentucky Cannabis Center to continue to do research and study this product and its effects and to deliver their report back to the legislature later this year. I gave through the guardrails and extensions we did earlier with the June 1st deadline that we've given for the bill to go into effect. And I'm happy to entertain any questions that we have about 202.